All right, so we've spent the last 2 days writing to files with Python, and that's great. We now have the ability to take user input, take a journal entry, and save it to file. That is super. But we need to now read the file back into our program. That's really step 2 in this process. So today I'm going to be showing you how to actually take the file that we've already written and read it back into our program. So let's get into that now.
Okay, so today what we're going to be doing is we are going to be reading from the file as opposed to simply writing it. So to get there, we're going to create read.py. It's a brand new file, so nothing too crazy there. And it's going to follow very much the same formula. So we're going to write my file equals open, because again, you still have to create the file handle and open it. So test.txt. But this time we are going to use the R mode, and that is for reading. We create a new variable. We'll say journal data. And then we'll say, if I can type, equals my file.read. And that'll just read the whole file, I think. And then my file.close. So this will read a file and then it'll close it. And then we're just going to print journal data. So let's run that. Okay, so Python 3 read.py. So that is printing it out. And it looks like it's printing out exactly what we have in there. So if I were to just edit this file, yada, yada, that does pull it in. So let's go back and test if we add to it via input. Let's say 1-2-3, more text is better text. And it's reading out from the file. So that is exactly what we want. So, yep. Double checking that is what we want. So if you look at the code here, again, it's very similar to the writing code, which makes sense. We're pretty much reusing the code to get the file handler, and we're just changing the mode so it's read only. That way we're not accidentally writing it. If you were to call write on there, it would probably blow up and Python would give you an error. We are just putting the journal data in a variable called journal data, so pretty easy to understand there. And we're just calling read, and read should just read the whole file into that variable. And then of course we close the file. So that's the entire process of reading the file in. And then of course we just print it out. So again, a very simple lesson today. So that's really all there is for the code. So onto your assignment.
Okay, well, we've just demonstrated how you can read the file back into your program. So your assignment, as you might expect, is to take the code that we just wrote and write it yourself. Make it so that you have the ability to not only write out a file, but then take the file that you've written and read it back into your program and display a journal entry to the user. So go do that, and then come back tomorrow for yet another fun, exciting adventure in code with Zero to Python.